Hello everyone and welcome to another Mastering MFL video. Today we are going to talk about club names and logos, how to come up with a club name, how to make a logo for this club, and then how to brand establish it. In the logo creations chat on Discord there was some discussion like how can you actually do it. Some people talked about my video. My first initial video, I thought this was a bit outdated. So time to make a new video, how to brand the club, come up with a name and create a logo. And before we do it, you can have a little look here at the logos I already created. Some of them, for example, Casablanca Corsairs, I made with the MFL tool actually. If you are looking for a simple logo, you can always use the tool, create a shape, some colors, some symbols. You can get kind of pretty cool symbol club logos. If you're looking for a bit more special, such as this one Black Sea FC from Odessa, I used the same tools I'm going to show you today. So 5 steps. We're going to come up with an identity and a name and a logo for this club, this new Ice League license from Szaba in Hungary. I have never heard about this town, so it's the perfect license for this video. It's like we have to find out what can we name it, what kind of logo. So it's really perfect. Step number 1 is brainstorming. I usually use ChatGPT. Sometimes I also read the Wikipedia place of the location I got, or I already know from my own like knowledge of geography or history, like what can I name it. But for Szaba in Hungary, I literally have no idea. So we're just gonna brainstorm with ChatGPT and ask him for some options. What I usually ask is just come up with a club name for I have to use soccer here because otherwise it might think football, like American football. So for a soccer club from Szaba, I think you spell it like this, from Hungary, based on, I would always say like geography, history, local culture and traditions. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. Let it cook. Szaba Cranes FC. Okay, so it explains it pretty much about the plane, but I want to actually like give me a list. This is way too much explanation. Just give me 10 names with a simple explanation. I think that is better than this super big one. So like a quick list is better. And you also notice that he does it in English. So if you prefer to have a real Hungarian name, a Hungarian club in Hungarian, you can also ask that. These are like some English options. So for example, the cranes, because it's like a bird that apparently goes there. That might be fun, like a bird. A river, always good. Guardians of the River, Heartland of Hungary, Warriors, Falcons, another Hungarian symbol. Okay, now let's turn it into Hungarian. I prefer that. Okay, now can you come up with names in Hungarian and a short explanation? But I think the cranes, this is like original. I think I'm still, or the whirlwinds. I don't know what your preferred option would be, but I like the cranes. It's like a specific bird. So we have this Szaba Darvak SE. So my step number 2 is like pick the name. I forgot to, this is like the brainstorming, and then we're gonna select the name. So let's pick this Szaba Darvak SE. So the Szaba Cranes SC, like sports club. And we have a nice symbol then, like this crane, this bird with maybe football. And the color purple apparently is from this region. So let's combine those two. So that's going to be my prompt. So let's start with step number 3, which is creating the logo. So here we are in Microsoft Designer. I use this tool really a lot. You can see it. I helped someone else with a logo. I make AI photos for my thumbnails, for my Twitter posts on my goalies. So I use this so much. More logos I made. It's really, I think, a great tool, and it's getting better. Before it was really bad with letters, but it's getting better. Let's see what we get today. So this is the club name about the cranes. So we'll say come up with a logo for soccer club. This is a name. It shows crane, bird in brackets. I don't know if you know that. And based on color purple. Background is white. This is important, so it makes it much easier to remove the background later. Let's first do it like that, and then we can also enhance the prompt and see what it turns out and maybe fine tune. So let's just see first shot. What does it give us? What kind of logos? Does it already look good or not? It's cooking. And then we can use the enhance AI tool to make it a bit more specific or to fine tune what we see. Usually the first ones are not the best really. Okay, there we go. Well, it's already pretty fun, pretty interesting. Although the letters are really atrocious. It can really not deal with the Hungarian letters, I think. That is an extra challenge. So maybe we're gonna get rid of the text and we're just gonna get rid of the name and then just purely show like the bird, and yeah, I think that's better. So come up with a logo for a soccer club, and then based in Hungary. It shows a crane. Maybe the town. Maybe then it will add some local symbolism or things. Bekescsaba. It shows a crane, and based on color purple, background is white. Okay, second try, and then we're gonna enhance it. So I think based on like simple text you can do, but Hungarian letters with accents, it's a bit too much. So we couldn't handle it. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Although now it still has the Bekescsaba, although we could cut out some things. This looks pretty fun. Bekescsaba, or just a very simplistic logo. This already might have something, and then we can erase that. Yeah, this is already a candidate. Okay, this is already a candidate. Now we're gonna use the enhanced prompt. So sometimes it really helps to have an AI enhanced prompt. So it's gonna cook, enhancing the prompts. Oh, it couldn't be generated. Okay, why not? Maybe we have to remove sometimes like a name, or it has some error. Okay, now it did it. Sometimes it helps to remove a specific name because it's like sensitive or copyright or whatever. So a logo for Hungarian club featuring a majestic crane bird. It's elegantly posed, rich royal purple. Okay, it sounds very good. So suddenly it has usually the more specific the prompt, the better the logo gets. So let's generate it and see what it comes up with. Very curious. We already have a candidate. This is pretty nice. It is simplistic. It has the football here. I also like this one with the head sticking out, so it's like kind of a and it's like kind of a football pattern. It's like it's protecting the ball. This is also fun. So maybe we want to have more like a football in there. So we have, I think, this candidate I like, while we remove these two things. I also like this because of the shape. So it's a pretty unique shape. And this also pretty good. So we have kind of 3 candidates. Let's add one more thing. I guess there needs to be more like a football in there. So what is the best one? Hard to say. What do we go for? This I like. This more had a ball in there. What I liked, where was that logo? Oh yeah, here. It has kind of pattern of like a football, and it's like kind of sitting on it with like a crest of a logo. So I like this one too. Or maybe that it's really standing there with the wings. Also a nice crest shape. So 2 candidates. Let me know in the comments for sure what kind of logo you prefer, to have this option. And we also had this option with the ball in the back, or more this simplistic. Tough. Okay. Let's go for this because I like the head sticking out, and then we remove the background and it will look pretty cool. So we're just gonna pick this one, download it. We downloaded a file, and then it's time for step number 4. That is the editing. Most important thing you need to do in terms of editing is removing the background. It really looks so much better if you remove the background. It's really ugly if there's like some white thing there. So what we can do is just pick the picture we designed, put it in remove.bg, and it has removed the background. We download it again and we have it ready, and this is the one we can upload. But there's another tool that I really like that you can use, which is Canva. So we are here in Canva, and we can also put that logo there, the original one, not the removed one. And then we can do a little bit more editing that is important. So for sure, maybe make it bigger. That is important, to make it bigger so it's a bit more detailed and easier to upload. We put it like here in the middle. We also remove the background. I have Canva Plus, so it's easier, but you can also import that other thing we just did. So background is removed. And then we can also play around with some filters. Maybe colors come out a bit more brighter. This already looks a little bit better. The Belvedere filter, I use that really a lot for many things. Or we can really make it a bit more old, nostalgic looking. Maybe more colors like this. There's tons of filters you can use. I usually stick to the Belvedere, that the colors come out a bit more clear. All right, so now it's time to brand this club. So let's click on create club, and then step number 1, start the journey. We understand we're not copying anything. I put the music off. So name your club. So we have this name, Bekes Csabai Darvak SE, a nice Romanian of a Hungarian name. That sounds very nice. Special, connected to local tradition. Then we upload the logo we just created of the beautiful bird with the removed background. And we can make it maybe 1. You can scale it a little bit, but it's already maximum in there. Then we click next, and the color, we had selected it. I can show you again. So we want to have exactly the color from the logo. So you go here, pin it. I like the color purple on its head. Okay, like this one, a bit darker purple. We select the color here. Then we can put it in the advanced picker. Remove it, put it there in the picker. Then we have exactly the color purple from that image. And then we need a secondary color. Maybe we can do the same. Maybe the white, or maybe this. Yeah, white is a better contrast. So why not just pick white shirts from the crane? That's also in there. So we're just gonna pick white. A bit boring, but all right. So we have Bekes Csabai Darvak SE with this logo we created. Colors purple and white, and let's make it official. And there we are, the new club Bekescsaba Darvak SE from Bekescsaba, Hungary. So the cranes from Bekescsaba. We can go back to my clubs and there is this new logo. We could have done it a little bit better, I think, but it was very simple within 20 minutes how to come up with an original name, original logo, and really a new club that is special. So let me know what you think of this way I quickly created this club logo identity name. Thank you for watching and see you next time.